Well, hello there, Tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and today I will be going over a certain bundle in the shop that includes the Brasque as well as the Amx3 Proto. Both of these tanks are ones that I personally enjoy a lot, and this bundle for 17,500 gold includes both of them, obviously. So in today's video, I will be breaking into each of the tanks separately, playing 2 live games in each, going over their stats, and then at the very end, kind of giving my thoughts on the bundles and the tanks in general. So, starting off with the Brasque, let's break into its stats before getting into our games here. So, its gun, it deals 320 damage on its standard shells, 280 on the premium, and 400 on the HE. So pretty solid alpha, and I will add as well, this tank does have a 2-shot auto-loading clip. So obviously 320 times 2, that's 640 alpha right there if you're able to pen both of your shots. So that's a decent amount of damage. Honestly, for a medium tank at tier 8, that's a decent amount of damage right there. It does have 6 degrees of gun depression, and because this tank has such a low profile, that actually basically it's enough. Honestly, 6 degrees of gun depression, you're going to be fine on most maps in a tank this small. As tanks that are smaller, they don't really get affected by lesser numbers of gun depression. But anyways, enough of that. In terms of the pen, it has 199 on the standard, 252 on its premium APCR, and 57 on its HE. So yeah, it does have premium and standard APCR, which I hate standard APCR, but it is what it is. And in terms of the gun handling, it's pretty solid for an autoloader like this. 3.5 seconds of aiming time and a dispersion of 0.344 means you're going to be hitting most of your shots in this vehicle. The occasional time it will troll you, especially because you have to dump both in the clip pretty quickly with that 2-second interclip, so sometimes the second shell will troll you a little bit. In terms of its DPM, 1872 is not terrible, not great either, but again, this is an auto loader, so of course its DPM is going to be lower than that of a single shot. In terms of its mobility, this tank has fantastic mobility, reaching a top speed of 60 and 23 in reverse, so you are going to have absolutely no trouble flexing around the map and getting into your positions quickly. This plays a lot more like a light tank than an actual medium tank. And you'll see that in these 2 live games that I will be showcasing to you right now. So, getting into game number 1, whenever I load in, here we go. Castilla, perfect map for this tank because I'm able to quickly get myself into medium position here and take out tanks like that Progetto, hopefully. The Samoa might go to medium side as well. So yeah, there's a high chance that like half their team could be at medium side, especially they also have a WZ-122 TM. And I didn't really mention the armor profile because this tank has literally no armor. The turret can sometimes get troll bounces, although, like, do not rely on its armor whatsoever. Even if I say that, don't be like, oh, maybe I'll, like, poke it out and, like, just show my turret and maybe I'll get a bounce. No, it's not how that works. Sometimes RNG is in your favor and you'll get a bounce every once in a while, but this tank gets HE'd on its sides, rear, and some guns can even HE it in the front lower plate, so you have to really be careful with where you're positioning a tank like this, and you have to play it more like a light tank than, let's say, something like a medium, like a T-44 or T-54 Mod 1. Those tanks you can sort of brawl. This thing you kind of have to dump both your shells and then dip. You don't want to stay in the same position for more than you need to because, of course, you will get nuked the second people see you because most people know that this tank is really, really strong, so they're going to try and get it out of the game as quickly as they can for the most part. So anyways, I really tried to snap that shell into the Progetto there. See, we do at least get 1 shell, and that's the bonus of having 2 shells in the clip is if you do miss 1 shell. Also, bro, what the heck happened to our Kanonen? Bro, what is going on right now? Everyone's getting nuked, like, instantly. I, like, said, like, 5 sentences of words, and people are already dying. Interesting. But anyways, yeah. This kind of plays like, let's say, a T-92E1, a T-49, or a Sheridan at tier 10. Simply because you have to deal your damage really quickly and then kind of run and be annoying. You're basically trying to be as annoying as possible by flanking around the map, using your mobility to your advantage, and kind of dishing out crazy high damage and then running away, like I said. That's how you're going to do well in this tank, and it's really, really fun when it works. Like, this tank is absolutely hilarious when you just get behind people and they're like so oblivious to you. You just deal like your 640 damage and then you just run away like nothing ever happened. And yeah, that's super fun to me. So anyways, ooh, yeah, we do unfortunately bounce the IS-5 once. So, I mean, in total, we've dealt like just under a clip of damage, which is, I mean, it's all right, but nothing crazy. Their team is already down 2 tanks, though, so I'm going to have to get into the fight soon because I do actually want damage. I know it's crazy. I want damage in this tank. Interesting stuff right there. But anyways, we're going to follow our Progetto, and hopefully we're going to spot this ISU. I'm also hoping that our ISU just shoots at the Progetto. I would rather not take a shell in this tank. You just don't have the HP. And although this guy's at less HP, I would just honestly rather my teammate take the shot, if I'm being honest. I'm a bit greedy with my HP. So anyways, C-cap is capped, so that makes me think that someone is still over here, whether they are on top of this hill or not. That doesn't really matter to me, but let's see if this IS-5 backs up, actually. One shell into him, and... oh my god, I hate APCR standard. Whoa. If that was AP, that probably would have penned, even if the IS-5 has troll sides. It doesn't really matter. Like, this, I hate APCR standard. I'm never going to say that enough. APCR standard absolutely sucks. Wargaming, please get rid of it on all tanks. But anyways. I know it's not just my opinion. I think that's the opinion of most players in this game. I don't really know a single player who likes APCR standard. But that's besides the point. This has been an absolute steamroll, so I'm really just trying to race around using my good mobility to pick up any last bit of damage I can before the team mops up the rest of these players here. So, of course, we do see the ISU, and because he's facing the other way, I'm not really concerned about him whatsoever, so I'm going to get 2 shells in. Unfortunately, both of them low-rolled, like, by quite a bit, so that's pretty sad. But I'm just going to sit behind him. Not a whole lot he can really do, and... I guess he's just going to go for my Progetto at this point, because, like, what is he going to do against a Brasque sitting behind him? So, yeah, let's see here. 1. There we go. That one average rolled there. That's good. And we pick up the kill. Now, there's a full health Samwa, and there is a Tiger 1. Now, the Tiger 1's on, yeah, 500 health, so I'm more focused on getting at least a full clip out into that Samwa if I can. We do have our M4 Yo as well, and our Tiger 1 who are going to be pushing off for those guys. So I'm going to try and use my mobility as best I can, and we also have our Progetto who's racing for damage. I really just want to get one more clip out, please. Please, Samwa, don't die. Come on. Yes, yes, kill our M4 Yo. I like how I'm, like, kind of hoping that our team, like, dies. There we go. 1, 2, excellent. Okay, cool. 2,500 damage for our first battle. Nothing crazy high, but also not bad either, especially for how much of a steamroll this ended up being. I mean, both teams kind of just didn't do a whole lot, but our team did slightly more than theirs, if that makes any sense. So, let's see if I can pick up the kill on this guy, and maybe I can pick up both kills. Ayo, let's go. 3 kills, and 2,800 damage dealt with that final bit of clippage. So, excellent stuff there from the Brasque. You can see just how nice it is to have 60 kilometers an hour top speed at the end of a battle when you can just rush in and pick up a little bit of extra damage there. So, good first game in the Brasque, and we're going to jump right into game number 2. I figured I'll play 2 games in each tank because if I just played 1, you kind of don't really get a sense of how it plays. I feel like 2 is a good number for each tank, so 4 battles in total. And, yeah, again, like I said, the Brasque's gun, you can see there in that previous game, it can be troll sometimes, like I said. Usually, if you're unlucky enough, 1 out of your 2 shells will just miss, but because you have 2 shells, like I said, it doesn't really matter in a way. Like, you are wasting a bunch of DPM if you do bounce a shot, but at the end of the day, if you are able to pen at least 1 of your shells, you're still getting out a decent chunk of damage because the alpha damage is pretty nice on this thing. So, we are on Ghost Factory for game number 2 in the Brasque, and this is another good map for this tank, but what's not so good is, now that I'm looking at their enemy lineup, they have 2 Progetto 46s. Those are by far some of the strongest medium tanks in Tier 8, and having them in a tune is really scary. I really don't want to push up any further than this bush right here, because I'm not trying to get nuked. However, speaking of getting nuked, their Panther M10 has made one of the worst plays I've ever seen by pushing up mid on this side of the map. And he gets nuked from me, and our ISU. So, yeah, bro's at 160 health right now. Probably regretting his choices, but you know what? I'll take it. And we do see the Progetto, both, well, no, not both. I thought that was another Progetto, but that's a Tiger. We do see one of the Progettos poking over here, and maybe I can get a shell into him. No. And can I try that again? No. Okay. Unfortunately, the gun trolled me there. It is what it is. I was kind of taking a gamble by trying to pen those shots to begin with, so again, it is what it is. And our T-71 is playing like an absolute monkey, and he's just basically dying for no reason. Literally, he didn't have to do anything there. But okay. Anyways, their Helsing got nuked. Again, our ISU is really cooking over here. That's great. So, yeah, both teams are kind of just getting nuked, and everyone's just sitting in the open. So, I mean, the main thing with the Brasque is, like, you want to save your HP as much as you can, because this is a tank that can carry games. End game, if you are full HP, there's super high chance that you're able to win the game, even if there's, like, 3 enemies left, because you can outspot a lot of people, you can outrun a lot of people, and you can outdamage a lot of people. So those 3 factors combined makes this a very, very good tank for carrying battles, and another reason why a lot of skilled players like this tank and do very well in it. The Progetto shoots once, so, and now he's just not even focusing me, so I don't really care. Oh my god, bro. Troll armor moment right there. Let's see if I can get 2 shells in. We do actually kill the IS-5 there. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes you'll get the randomest bounces ever. I don't think randomest is a word, but it is now, guys. It is now. But yeah, you can see there, sometimes you'll get the occasional bounce for absolutely no reason. It's kind of like a bat chat in that way. Yeah. So anyways, let's get a tracking shell into you, and maybe number 2. There we go. You can see we're having a 2-second interclip is fantastic, because if I had any longer of an interclip, that guy would have been able to back up, and I would have only penned 1 shell into him. So that's great stuff. Both Progettos are still alive, but I'm really just trying to focus on killing this guy, or I'm going to focus on killing this guy if I can. However, I'm kind of scared of poking this. I really don't want to, but you know what? We ball, guys. We ball. Let's get 2. Oh my god, a 400 max roll juicers into that T25-2, bringing him down now to basically a one-shot. Like, actually not basically a one-shot. He is a one-shot. I could, like, fart on him and he'd die. So there we go. That's excellent stuff. The Progetto is now in a bad spot because I am, of course, going to rush him full speed, and hopefully my team will support me enough to pick up the kill. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but, I mean, I still have enough HP to, like, pretty much take a full clip from this guy, so I'm not too worried about him. But I would like to have some team support if I'm going to be doing this. You don't really want to full send just by yourself in this tank, again, because once you're on that clip reload, you're basically out of the fight until your clip is reloaded. So, again, you have to be very careful. Luckily, the ISU is pulling around the corner, and he does pick up the kill. And our AMX AC spammed ja in the chat. Excellent stuff. Good job, bro. This AMX is literally carrying our team from the sidelines. I appreciate that. Anyways, their Progetto tried to shoot me once, but too bad he missed. And now he's getting... Wow, our ISU's actually, like, cooking this game. Man has been amazing. And I highly doubt this guy's AFK, considering I literally just saw him moving around, like, what, 2 minutes ago? So, I'll go into his spawn. But chances are... I mean, he wasn't at much HP either way, so even if he is AFK, it's not like I'm really gaining anything from killing this guy, like 100 HP or so. So, let's see. Where is this guy? Bro. Hello? Yeah, bro. AFK for sure, dude. Yeah, sure. Sure. Well, I guess I'll just keep searching around for him. I'm assuming he's going to be on heavy side now, maybe? I don't know. I don't know where he would have gone AFK, quote-unquote. But anyways, I mean, you can see how well the Brasque did this game. On a map like this, where you're able to just kind of play patiently in the early game, and then kind of figure out where their team goes, and then make positional plays off of that, that is where the Brasque really just shines. Like, oh, this guy is AFK. Hello. Anyways, 4 kills, and yeah, 3,600 damage dealt, so an absolutely amazing game for the Brasque in game number 2. Really, again, just cementing why I think this tank is so very strong, and why a lot of other people also think that same way. So there we go. 4 kills, 3,600 damage dealt. a fantastic showcase of the Brasque overall. Sorry for my phone going off. Whoops. Forgot to silence that. Anyways, let's move on to the Amx3 Proto, another tank that I enjoy playing very much. So let's break into the tank stats and then play 2 games in this as well. So, starting off with the gun, it deals 310 damage on its AP standard. Yes, unlike the Brasque, this thing has AP standard. Thank God, bro. It has 260 alpha on its premium shells and 350 on its high explosive. So, pretty solid alpha damage for a tier 9 at that. It has 10 degrees of gun depression, which comes in really handy on a lot of maps, so that's also very, very strong there. Its average penetration is pretty solid for a tier 9 medium at 251 on the standard, 276 on its premium APCR, and 54 on its HE. So there you go. You're not really going to have much problem penning other hull-down mediums in their weak spots. And you're going to be hitting a lot of weak spots in this tank. Its overall gun handling is very, very nice at 3.2 seconds of aim time with a dispersion of 0.326. So yeah, like I said, you're going to hit most of your shots in this thing. It really helps having a combination of good pen and good accuracy. As well, you have very good DPM for a tier 9 medium of this kind at 2600 while using calibrated shells. So there you go. Guns, pretty fantastic overall. In terms of its mobility, this is also a tank that goes 60 like the Brasque, and it also reverses at 23. So again, fantastic mobility for a medium tank. Again, that's like light tank mobility right there on a medium. That's absolutely amazing. And its average power to weight of 24.5 is also very good. You're going to be able to move around the map very quickly in this tank. Now, taking a little bit to talk about its armor profile. Its armor is actually very troll. On the turret, you can expect to get some bounces, especially if you're playing it fully hull down using 10 degrees of gun depression. And that's because the gun mantlet on this thing is just so massive. It literally takes up like 85% of the turret. So it's very, very tricky for enemies to pen you if you're moving your tank around. If you wiggle your turret around after taking a shot, that is the best way you can get bounces in this thing. It does have a weak spot. Obviously, the hatch is pretty large and it sticks out of the side, so you do have to be careful with that, as well as the cheeks right beside the gun mantlet on each side are very easy pens if you are sitting still. So do not sit still in this thing when you are sitting it in a hull down position. That is going to result in you getting completely nuked. As well, the hull armor on this tank is pretty useless. It doesn't really have any, and you're going to get HE spammed whenever the enemy gets, especially to your rear. People love to just HE spam the crap out of this thing in the rear, like most French tanks. So again, be careful of this thing. Use your mobility, flank around it, kind of play it in the same way you would play a light tank, because of course that mobility is so nice. So yeah, use it whenever possible, and really just be annoying to your team, or enemy players, sorry. So we do get shot at by a WZ, but I was kind of expecting that to happen. Oh boy, I don't want to get shot at by both of them though. That guy's not on a reload, sorry, he is reloaded. Sneak another shell into him. Bro, that guy actually hit me. I guess I poked too much. Oh well. Oh my god, bro. What am I doing? Why am I bleeding so much, dude? I have to, like, stop peeking these guys. This is what happens when you do play this thing too aggressive. Like, these guys have just been able to nuke me for free because I'm playing, like, an actual rat right now. But it is what it is. I'm still not dead. I'm really just going to wait until someone else gets shot at by these 114s because, like, I'm not trying to die here. I know they're going to tunnel me because, of course, I'm a one-shot. And obviously, they want to get me out of the game. So, yeah, we do pick up a free shot into that guy there. I just really want our VK to get shot at here instead of me. So, let's see. Is this 114 going to turn his turret? Oh, my God. Flossie, aim your shots, please. That was on me. I should have picked up the kill on him. And 53 blocks my shell. But at least the 114 is now dead. That's good. And this other guy is not focused on me at all. So I should be able to pick up a free shot, like I said, into this guy's turret once again. He is now looking at me. Never mind, he's not. Okay. Let's just keep farming him out. I mean, although we're at only 250 health, at least we're we're not dead yet. So, yeah, that's good. And this guy's not looking at me, so I'm going to get another shot into his rear there. We're at 2,100 damage so far, so even though this started off being an absolutely awful game because I got nuked like crazy, it's actually not turning out to be all that bad in the end. You just have to play super careful in this thing, unlike what I did. I didn't play carefully at all. I just got home from work, so my brain is kind of switched off at the moment. And, yeah, that was not a good play from me at all. But it is what it is, because obviously I play live games, so sometimes you can't exactly, you can't do well in every single game you play. Sometimes I'll make some monkey plays, and that's all there is to really say about that. So, let's not get killed by that guy. Let's try and shoot at this T-30 in the turret there. He is, of course, on a reload because I did hear him shoot. So let's see here. Can I pick up another shot into his lower plate there? Excellent. There's 2 of them left and 3 of us, so we should be okay to win this game. I just don't want to get shot at by that 122 TM. No, thank you. And you can see here, I'm just playing patiently. I'm not going to obviously die for no reason. That's just not smart. I am going to get a shot into the WZ now that I saw him shoot. That's what you should always be doing in a medium tank. You should be looking for opportunities where you see the enemy players poke out, shoot, so then you can take advantage and get free shells into them. Obviously, that is what you should be doing in a tank like this, or any medium, for instance. So, T-30 gets shot at once by our BZ. Excellent. Hopefully our VK can pick up the kill on that guy. Nice. Nice stuff. I wonder if the WZ is going to overpoke and try and shoot the VK. That'll be my guess, but maybe he's just run away. I can't remember if he's a one-shot or not for me, so I'm going to play a little bit more passive. Hopefully I don't just, like, run into him randomly in mid here. Oh boy, let's see. Oh, there he is. And rip. I thought I was going to be still behind the rock there, but apparently I wasn't. So hopefully this VK can just finish off this game here. I'm sure he can. I don't think that... Oh my god, bro. Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping, dude? Just go. Just shoot him. Ooh, the pain! At least the BZ was there to pick up the kill. Oh my god, bro. Imagine we lost due to base cap because of that. Oh my god. Anyways, I didn't exactly play that game very well, but you can see where the tank can farm out a lot of damage, even in a bad situation. We were still able to do 3,100 damage, again, with a horrible situation at the beginning there. So, it is what it is. I got myself nuked, as I said. So, let's try not to do that in game number 2. That's the thing with having a paper medium, is sometimes you just... I don't know. My brain sometimes just turns off and I get myself into a bad spot and I get nuked for it. That's it. That's what happens. So you do have to use your brain in a tank like this. It's not like a fully armored medium where you can kind of just out-brawl people simply because you're going to get more bounces than them. You have to play very strategically. You have to play it kind of like a light tank, as I said earlier. So... we have a Brasque on our team. Let's go. Look at that. It's a double showcase for this battle. Oh my god, what is bro doing? Alright, well, anyways, let's go towards medium side, obviously. This is the stronger side of the map for a tank like this, as I can maybe showcase my 10 degrees of gun depression and troll turret armor. So, I'm going to use my great mobility to get myself into the front line very quickly here. Maybe I can catch out some people while they're still not expecting anyone. Unfortunately, we do get penned. Obviously, this turret isn't unpennable. You still can get penned. But you can see here, once I do shoot, I'm going to wiggle back and forth to avoid getting penned easily. So, yeah, you still can get penned in this thing's turret. Obviously, like I said, you have the hatch weak spot as well as the cheeks. But if you wiggle it back and forth, it makes it very tricky to do so. So, there we go. And having great reverse speed also helps you when it comes to wiggling back and forth and kind of baiting shells from opponents. Oh my god, bro. I was not expecting the T95 to be there. Luckily, he misses, thanks to our good reverse speed. And, yeah. Anyways. You can see where 10 degrees of gun depression is also fantastic. Like, being able to, poke over this ridge and just get free shots into these tanks, like... it's just so nice. Like, this tank is just so flexible, which makes it super enjoyable to play. Bro, what in the world is this guy doing? What am I looking at? Is bro doing, like, the reverse T95 challenge like a lot of you guys want to see on my streams? Like, what is this, dude? Man, what? So I don't really know what's going on in this game. This is actually one of the most clueless enemy teams I've ever seen in my life. We do actually get penned by the K2, though. I think he used a premium shell. Not like it really matters, though. He didn't really pen us for that much damage, so it is what it is. Let's see if I can get another shell into him before he dies. There we go. Track him in place. Luckily, we had AP premium, or not AP premium, AP standard, so our shell in his track actually penned, which was nice. And you can see here, again, I love AP standard. You can actually go through people's troll side armor more easily. Isn't that lovely? Let's see what this 53 TP does. I'm obviously going to go for damage over the kill on the T92 because, like, bro, he's... Oh, my God. Well, apparently I'm going to go for the kill on the T92. I spoke way too soon. On the move! Yes. And just like that, a very successful second battle in this tank. Again, we dealt 3,500 damage in our second battle. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good showcase of what this tank can do. Although that team was... that was one of the worst teams I've ever seen. So there you go. Both of these tanks are very, very nice. In my opinion, though, now talking about the bundle that is in the store, the bundle is very expensive. 17,500 gold for a tier 8 and tier 9. Yes, they're very good, but that is still very expensive. You can buy a tier 10 for that amount of gold. So what I would suggest doing is honestly getting one or the other separately. I don't think you should be buying the bundle together. I believe the bundle, these are just, yeah, it only applies to the tanks. So the ×5 boosters, like, it's like they're nice, but they only apply to those tanks themselves. So honestly, personally for me, I would buy one or the other, like, outright. Like, either buy the Brasque or buy the 30 Proto. And in my opinion, I would pick up the Brasque if you don't have either of these tanks, because this one is just more fun in my opinion. I love being able to just nuke people with that double shot gun. And considering both of these tanks are kind of like paper in terms of their armor, you're not really like losing out on much by getting the Brasque. You're going to have to learn how to play both of these carefully either way is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So personally for me, 8,500 gold for the Brasque is more worth it than buying the whole bundle outright for 17,500. But that's just me. You guys spend your gold how you wish. And with that out of the way, for any of you who are not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you do so, as it's a fantastic way to support my content, as well as stay up to date when I post videos almost every day. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.